Have you had this before? You are working day and night for your business. You try to take care of your sleep, but every morning you don't feel rested. You feel like you don't have energy for the rest of the day or for the day in general. You're asking yourself, how am I going to do this? Am I going to be good enough? Am I going to have enough energy for the day? Am I going to be able to do all my tasks? And if I'm going to be able, am I going to be good enough for doing it? Because a lot of times you probably think that you should have more energy, and probably that's true because a lot of business owners, they struggle with energy issues, whether they crash throughout the day, whether they don't feel rested, or whether they always have like a level where they feel constantly fatigued. And this is not only because maybe you have a lot of stress, or maybe you don't sleep as good as you should, or you take as much care of your sleep as you should, but there are several physical reasons that are behind your fatigue and your energy issues, and you can definitely do something about that. And I'm going to show you a way on how to get rid of this issue, that you have energy again without coffee, without matcha tea, without these trends nowadays that don't even work. For example, cold showering, intermittent fasting, or all these biohacking trends like measuring your blood sugar or the aura ring. It's not going to help if you don't really know what's going on in your body. And that's my next point. What even is going on in your body when you are fatigued, when you have energy issues, when you don't feel good, when you don't feel rested, when you wake up? So basically, there are two things that are leading to energy issues and to fatigue. The first one is adrenal fatigue. And adrenal fatigue is characterized that you have ups and downs in your energy. And the other one is neurological fatigue. And this one is characterized in that you always have a constant level of fatigue, that you think like, I can sleep as much as I want, I don't feel rested, and I'm always constantly tired. And adrenal fatigue obviously is caused by your adrenals, and they weaken over time if you consume, for example, a lot of caffeine, if you have lots of stress, if you don't have the right diet. And the neurological fatigue is when you have a viral load in your body. And this viral load is affecting your nervous system, it's weakening your nervous system. And that's why you feel constantly fatigued. So you feel like a little drainage in your body. You can even have both at the same time. If you have both at the same time, the fatigue is even worse. So, this is basically what's going on in your body if you have any kind of energy issues, and whether you have adrenal fatigue or neurological fatigue, you can do something about that. But most of the things that most business owners are doing, they're not helping because they're just a band-aid for your situation right now, like coffee or like intermittent fasting or like energy drinks or cold showering. What have all of them in common? They use your adrenaline, the adrenaline of your body, to keep you going. Coffee, like caffeine, is prompting your adrenals to release lots of adrenaline in your body, which is helping you to keep you going, but it's just fake energy, and it's burning your adrenals out faster over time. So the more coffee you drink, the less energy you have in the future. You have the energy maybe in that moment, but in the long run, you burn out more. This is the same thing with cold shower, because if you are in a cold shower, you put your body in a hypothermia. Maybe you're even doing ice bath to battle your fatigue, which is even worse, because in the hypothermia state, your body releases even more adrenaline because you're in such a survival state, which is making everything worse long term. You have to understand these tools, they can help in the moment, but they make everything worse in the long run. And this is the same with intermittent fasting, for example. You start doing it, you feel great, but what most people don't understand is if your blood sugar drops, then your adrenals have to compensate for that because there's basically no energy left in your body. So your adrenals have to produce lots of adrenaline to compensate for this situation. And this is again helping you in that moment, but in the long term, it's burning out your adrenals. So you never really get rid of your adrenal fatigue or your neurological fatigue, or in general, of your fatigue and energy issues at all. You don't get rid of it. You just use a band aid. And in the long run, it gets worse and worse and worse. And your business starts to go down because the less energy you have, the less you can do for your business. So, what can you do instead as a long term solution? You have to cleanse your body out of these viruses. You have to have an antiviral protocol. You have to support your adrenals in the right way, which means you should keep your blood sugar stable and you should eat constantly, like every 1.5 to 2 hours. And basically, changing your diet, cleansing your body, supporting your adrenals, having the right kind of supplements at hand, having the right kind of herbs that support your adrenals, that are antiviral as well. These are the things that are really helping you to get rid of your energy issues. And these are the things that are helping you long term. They're not just a band-aid like caffeine that make everything worse in the long run. They actually attack the root issues of your energy issues. Just imagine what this could do for your business if you would have energy for the whole day, if you could concentrate and if you would not feel fatigued the whole time, if you don't have these worrisome thoughts every morning on how can I do this? How will I do this? I don't have energy. I don't feel good. Just imagine your life if you would be able to have energy 100% the whole day and you would be there for your business and for your employees and to make sure that you're going to help people with your business. So, how can you do that? How can you cleanse your body? How can you support your adrenals? You have to lower the fats. I know this goes against of what other health gurus are saying out there, but that's why it's working the best. You have to lower the fats because if you lower the fats, you support your adrenals more. Because if you lower fats, that means you eat more carbohydrates, and carbohydrates is the best energy source there is for your body. So if you lower the fats and you have more carbohydrates, this alone is supporting your adrenals. This alone is helping you to cleanse your body. And this alone, especially if you have a lot of fruits in your diet, which are the healthiest carbohydrates that you can eat, they can kill off the viruses that are responsible for your fatigue and for your energy issues. So if you do that, and if you lower the fats, and if you have more carbohydrates in your diet, this will actually help you to get rid of your fatigue and get rid of your energy issues because this will attack the root causes of your symptoms, even you didn't know, or you maybe didn't even know that this has something to do with it, that your diet and that carbohydrates are actually not the enemy, they are your friend, and they can actually help you to sustain, they can help you to have energy throughout the day if you are doing it in the right way and if you eat the right kind of carbohydrates that are, for example, fruits or starchy vegetables like potatoes or sweet potatoes that are amazing for you. And if you want to know if you should hire somebody that is cooking this stuff for you, that you don't have to prepare the food for yourself, then I would suggest that you should watch the video on if you should hire a private chef for yourself. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you in the next video.